fastest street car on the planet. No, it's not. There's so much fucking water out here. Everything is moist and humid. Whatever the fuck they gave us to drink yesterday has liquid extracts in it. Fucking. That fucking lemon. They come across the liquid extracts in the lemons before. Shit. somebody said that I need to look back at the Viking series that they had, and was it Travis Fimmel or something? Look back at the Viking series, and because I'm saying it could be saying that. I can't even sit in that box and put my head on the backpack to make this. Because I shoot so much fucking EMF. There's so much fucking EMF in the back. I can't even keep my fucking head on the bag and my hands on the phone to be able to make anything. Yeah, I mean, it's a definite possibility. I gotta look at the Vikings. I didn't really finish that. It was kind of off and on. Yeah, I never really got a solid gift count on. Never really got a solid gift count on the Viking series. But you see, that's the reason why they came up with these shows. And they came out with these shows around this time. You know, it's like I said, all the shows, including the Viking series, the Rings of Power, and the House of the Dragon, and the Game of Thrones, even as well. All of them are tied to this framing program. Tied to the Vikings, every show that they have brought out, including The Office. If you remember back in the day, 8 years ago, they had The Office, Arrested Development, stuff like that. Pretty much anything 2000s, pretty much anything early 2000s and up is tied to the streaming program. Every show, pretty much, like I said. But like I said, I never really got a solid gift count on the Viking series, and there is a lot of content in there. There's a lot of content that I could make. There's a lot of gifts that I could pull from the Viking series. Now keep in mind, the Vikings is not exactly a woke type of show. Granted, I didn't really watch a single episode, just like Game of Thrones. I didn't watch a single episode of Game of Thrones or the Vikings. But it's definitely tied to this frame program. And it's definitely has all the right ingredients, probably the dialogue and what they do in the shows, suggesting that they're tied to this frame program, just like all the other ones. And what I found out last night is that the device policy manager could be the source of this fucking hacking, guys. Device policy manager, apparently with an action for device policy manager, you can format the phone, you can erase data, you can do a lot more with device policy manager that I didn't even know about. It's got a lot of commands as well, even though they don't work. You gotta issue it as an action, or you gotta have a component or an app like Icebox that will work with those actions or commands. I don't know. Apparently, that device policy manager does a lot more than just managing the policy on the phone, whatever policy that is. And that's another source of problems on this phone. Device policy manager. Who knows? It was pretty warm last night. It felt like a fucking sauna in there. That's how warm it was. It felt like a fucking sauna in there, like a fucking steam bath. And it was nearly November, fuck. It felt like a steam bath in there. It's gonna get very fucking cold, don't worry about it, but it's gonna get cold next year. You always notice how winters become more late. You notice that? How the winter is always becomes, seems to be arriving late. Like it almost skipped December. It skips December and November. It gets cold. It gets colder in February and January and March. You notice that, how they're late these days? Oh, fuck. Yeah, I was looking at DPM, Device Policy Manager, guys, and that seems to be a source of problems. I mean, there's so many holes in this firmware. It's outrageously bad. You know, it's outrageously bad how many holes you can find in this fucking firmware. How many issues it has. But it's okay, we'll do the best with what we have. Can't see anything. It's in the bubble this morning. Yeah, like I said, like I'm saying, I can't smell anything. You know, I can't smell anything anymore. And it's very, very annoying. And I can't hear out of my right ear. I found more of this clear liquid in my right ear 2 days ago. Like I said, it's either something that they put in the ear or something that comes out of my head and falls into my ear. It's a clear liquid. It's not. It doesn't look like earwax. It doesn't look like earwax at all. Let's go see what kind of turd, what kind of miscarriage we got going on from eating this shit yesterday. Like I said, it seems to have been the lemon or the fucking juice that I got from the swap. Probably the juice. Like I said, the liquids are very dangerous. Not too much of a problem if you got a toilet that's 10 seconds away, 10 seconds away from you in your house. Not so much of a problem. But if you're homeless, it can be a big problem. You know, if you eat this liquid X-Lax and you are in your house or you got access to a toilet that's 10 seconds away, you know, it's not too much of an issue. It's an issue if you're homeless. Like I said, I mean, I get 1 meal a day. It's never really 2,000 calories. Rarely do I get actually probably 2,000 calories. I get 1,000. Yeah, I get 1,000, I get 1,500 calories, and the food is poison. It doesn't matter if you, they keep saying they're being poisoned too. Yeah, and they get 3 meals a day. They have optional food that they can eat that's not poison. Very likely, I don't. I'm stuck with whatever they feed us over here, whatever they give us, whether I like it or not. Like I said, we'll probably get better food in prison or jail. When I was in jail in Canada, like I said, at that detention center for like 30 days or whatever the hell it was, you get better food in jail, even if it's got fucking testosterone blockers and hidden inhibitors or whatever the fuck they got in there. It's probably better than what you get here. So it's I get 1 meal a day and it's poison. If you get 3 meals or 4 or 5, you gotta pick and choose what it's poison it is. I don't know. I'm fucking tired. I just want to charge and go back to sleep. Oh shit, what a fucking hurricane we got yesterday. Might have been the milk as well. I mean, I drank an entire, what was that, half a gallon? Yeah, I drank an entire half a gallon of milk. Guacamole was definitely weird looking. Guacamole was definitely weird looking, guys. Dark green color like it was expired. It didn't taste very good. So, I think that guacamole was also poison. Who knows what it was? I don't know. Probably the guacamole because it definitely tasted weird. Like it had something in it. guys, it's open. We got Prince Charles in there. Numero uno again.
Egypt, slavery, and Dartford. This train has 10 coaches. Platform 1 for the 0812 Southeastern service to Dartford via Woolwich Arsenal.
I'm using more door covering the outlets. I'm going to light them up like a motherfucker when this is over. And if this is true, if what they say is true, everybody in that waiting room right now would be dead. So I'm going to go for it. Good thing I went up early. I still can't hear anything out of my right ear. It's in the family school looking at a few days ago. It doesn't look like earwax. It doesn't look like earwax to me. Yeah, somehow I think it was the guacamole. Definitely smelled funny, tasted funny too. I think it was expired. I mean, we're supposed to be vegans or vegetarians, but they haven't really brought anything worthy of eating. The vegetables we bring are not edible. Understand? Unless we're supposed to eat raw potatoes or raw cabbage or raw corn or something. I'm not aware of any vegetables that they bring that are actually edible. There's a guacamole. There's like a light diarrhea, practically yellow, I guess. I should say yellow color. I should say yellow color diarrhea. Human shit is supposed to smell like dirt. You ever, like gardening dirt? It's supposed to smell like it. It smells like anything else. There's always something you're not supposed to eat. Or it's not prepared correctly, or it's not cooked properly, or something. You understand? It's supposed to smell like it's supposed to smell like dirt. Good. Nothing else. Everybody's doing cleaning. Yeah, it's always alright. Alright. Go ahead and plug in the laptop. Update the BIOS again. Gotta update the BIOS daily just in case I lose it. Because like I said, usually when you turn it on once and then it dies. So when you're in the situation, you want to flash that BIOS on a daily basis. You know, when you are in this situation, you flash the BIOS daily. Even though it takes a little bit of time. You definitely want to flash the BIOS every day if you are in this situation. Because like I said, you're going to turn that shit on once. And it will die. You know, you can turn on the laptop once and then you will die just as quickly as you turn it off. You want to flash the BIOS daily. Yeah, so charging 5 from both the 30-watt chargers. This is the one that's dropping down to 10 milliamps. I didn't get it on video because the battery. Screen recorder doesn't work if it's below 5%. The screen recorder
Screen recorder doesn't work if it's below 5%, so this is it drops down to 10 milliamps and then it shoots back up to 4900 because of the threshold. So you see it's 4630 now milliamps. Let's see if it drops down when it gets to 30, like before. It drops down to 30%, drops down to 3600 or something like that, like 30% from 46. Now 46 is exactly what it's supposed to be, 25 watts. Yeah, 36 at 25 watts, but it's really supposed to be 46 all the way. Yeah. So it's going to drop back down when it gets to 30% very likely. I think I got up early. A lot of these are another door now, covering the power elements at the station. Motherfuckers got up early, though. You never get them up early for anything else. You know, if they wanna get a free beer today and die tomorrow, they're gonna get up early for that power outlet. You know, but you'll never get them. You'll never get them up early for anything else. You'll never be able to get them up early for anything else. But if they want to cover the power outlet for a beer, they're gonna be right on it. If you want to fucking beer, that's it. Motherfuckers like the beer a lot. This thing is all fucked up. Black shit was on the fucking blue. Give my head up there, you can see. It's not black shit in there. There's black shit in here, all kinds of shit. It needs to be washed out. Yeah, so you see it's 20% already from, what was it, 4%? I think I was at 4%. Yeah. What was that? 6 minutes, 7 minutes, 21%. From 4%. So it's good speed. You see it's dropping now. 39, 38, yeah, 39, 40 again. Yeah, it dropped down. See, it's dropping down. If it would stay at 46, it would be an hour even because the battery is 4600. Yeah, 4500. Really 43. 4320. It's more messy, huh? So if you would stay at 46, you would charge the battery in an hour, like it should. Now instead, it's got to be an hour and 20 minutes. So you drop down. It's fucking it, that's what. It's fucking you bad. It's supposed to, stay at 46, at least until fucking 50%. You want to get down in an hour today, because the battery's 45. The battery's 45, 146, 37. Yeah. 37. The only thing that I have in this hair is lint from the hoodie. I'm not sure if it's supposed to drop that much lint from the hoodie because, like I said, for a long time it feels a lot. So you look into it and make it radioactive, and that shit ends up in my hair. And with this fucking grease, this goddamn fucking dandruff and grease that's in the hair sticks to the hair. I need to start using another microfiber towel because these are worn out. They're not fucking microfiber anymore. I got another one in my bag. I got one or two in my bag actually. I need to use another one to clean the hair. Because it does clean. Microfiber towels do clean the hair. But only when they're new. Only when they're new. I got the white one that's got some fucking grease in it. That's permanent. I just fucking greased it up for me. And I don't know what kind of grease that is, but it doesn't come out. It's in the white microfiber towel. I gotta throw them away anyway. Yeah, 30%, 37, but 30% guys. 46 over here. As you're up and it's dropping 45%, 26 on the way. Fucking terrible. Both ears are muffled, especially the right one. Right one. 7. It used to be charging money, actually. Yeah, 36 saving, 40%, 19 minutes. This is the opposite of too fast, too furious. Granted, it's normal. You know, it's normal somebody who doesn't drop to fucking 15 watts. And if it doesn't drop to 15 watts, it's normal. That's definitely not fast and furious enough. It would have been fast and furious if it would have stuck around 3600. But it wasn't. Monday, got to wait till 5. 5 is supposed to be in channel. Interesting. They stopped recording, didn't they? This screen recording, stop recording, is supposed to record over the camera. It is now. Let's take a look at that. Stopped right when I turned my timestamp camera. It's supposed to record the camera. So you're not recording with the camera, but you're using it, you're turning it on so that the screen capture will capture the camera itself. Yeah? So there's something wrong. Stop again. So I'm going to take a look at that right now. Take a look at that right now. MK4. bit of again, some of it. It says what can include, but what can say. Oops. 62. Yeah, why is that always on? You know, it's on now again. Oh, goodness. Keep looking at it to turn it off. We turned it off a little while ago. Go 260. Keep in mind, you know, like I said before, you know, they keep saying it's some kind of still charging for that. I think it's the USB service calls and disable hardware acceleration. I think it's a backdoor to the kernel. There's no hardware acceleration. You have the modem, which is, you know, the modem you can't accelerate that much. I'm not aware. You don't have connectivity problems, or you don't. And then there's the CPU. That's the only acceleration you have. You know, the modem just downloads stuff, uploads stuff. It's, you know, depending on, you know, the limits of the hardware. There's no acceleration. There's no such thing as hardware acceleration for tethering. It's fake. Yeah, it's probably backdoor to the kernel. I'm 100% sure that it is. I mean, they also did stuff with the church people that came over there at their strip early Sunday. There's a lot more church people that came over to invite you. Someone said that Eric Voss and LeBron James being the same as surprise. Eric Voss is like blonde, redheaded. Well, Eric Voss has albinism like everybody else. You know, everybody else that you see on TV has
albinism, understand? And LeBron James is, they're related because of the dickhead. That's, like I said, Churchill, hominid, LeBron James, Eric Voss, understand? And they said, no, that's kind of surprising because one is so small and one is so big, right? LeBron James is a basketball player. Like I said, it's the white ones that are getting shafted. We got fucked really hard. I'm still getting fucked by the food, understand? We were getting fucked by the food in Romania as well, understand? Now, if you're not born naturally, and you are born, by a surrogate, being a cow or a human, especially if you came out of a cow, if you came out of a cow's ass, they can feed you whatever they want. In utero, they can give you hormones, testosterone, inhibitors. I mean, that's how they make a transgender in utero. Hormones. You give the women testosterone, turns them into men, and you give the guys estrogen and testosterone inhibitors, and you end up with a vagina instead of a dick. Understand? It's this cocktail of hormones and food chemicals, organic compounds that will decide whether an individual is big or small. Understand? Now, if you are in a cow, they can feed you whatever they want in utero. Whatever they feed a cow, that's going to be you. Understand? It's the reason why one is big and one is small. It really depends what kind of diet you get in utero, because obviously when you are in utero, whatever the surrogate eats, you will be eating as well. Hormones, inhibitors, chemicals, organic compounds, yada yada. So you have Eric Voss, who's a tiny little guy that looks like Alex Jones, by the way, and you have LeBron James, who is huge. Yeah? It's the white ones that are getting shafted. Just like I'm being fucked by the food here, we were getting food, fucked by the food in Romania, and we got fucked again in America when we went there. We started eating that food. Understand? And it got gradually worse after they stole the bag, obviously. And it's all about the diet and the food in utero. Especially if you're in a cow, they can give you whatever they want. Hormones, hormone blockers, estrogen, testosterone, chemicals, organic compounds. They can give you whatever you want if you're in a cow. Understand? So one is big and one is small and one is big. Like I said, it's the white ones that are being shafted. Eric Voss, and all the other little tiny hominids running around Hollywood got all fucking shafted if they are white. Now, why would they do this? Why would they make a big LeBron James and a small LeBron James like Eric Voss? They're trying to make black more attractive. That's all. That's all it is. It's the reason why they have mass immigration, desegregation. It's the reason why they bring Africans all over the world. It's the reason why the rap and the hip hop and the basketball and the baseball all took off. They're trying to make black more attractive. The leading billionaires are all white-looking. LeBron James is a billionaire now as well. All of them are white-looking hominids. All of them got shafted in the utero period by the food. Understand? Whenever they feed the surrogate, if it's a cow, you're going to end up being. Understand? My brother got shafted after he was born. He got fucked really good when he went to in America by his medicine because he had ADHD. He has stunt growth. They fed him so much of that shit, and they put so much of that shit in his medicine and his pills, whatever the hell he was taking, that he actually has, when you look at him physically, he has stunt growth. Because that's what they put in his medicine. Understand? He got fucked really good. Even though I told him to leave. He's staying there. I don't know why. There's nothing, besides the job, there's nothing there. Just fucking sell everything and fuck it. That's what I told him. You see, he got fucked really good by the medicine that they were giving him because they said he had ADHD. He didn't have ADHD. My father didn't have cancer. Understand? And he got fucked really good. That's why he has stunt growth. Now, I was better off because we lived in Romania, and to poison the food, they had to break in our house because we farmed. And then, like I said, they went into the house, they poisoned the cooking oil, the salt, the sugar, meat, vegetables, marinated vegetables. We had tomatoes and shit, cucumbers, carrots that were marinated. They probably went into the house when we were there, and they poisoned everything that we had in the house. Now, granted, it's not that bad. I mean, I came out way better than my brother, didn't I? I ended up way better than my brother. Like I said, my brother got fucked by his medicine because he had ADHD, and they put some kind of growth inhibitor, human growth inhibitor in his medicine to make him not grow. Yeah, he looks like he has stunt growth. Like I said, it's the white ones that are getting fucked. And more or less, I mean, you can see it's the same DNA from white or black. So why the hell is one big and why the hell is one small if it's the same DNA? It's the same DNA, but a different diet. In utero especially. Like I said, if you are in one of these surrogates, animal or animal, they can feed you whatever they want. They can give you whatever they want. Whatever the hell they feel like. That's how they make them, that's how they transition them in utero. You get a man or a woman. A man, if you give them estrogen and testosterone blockers, you end up with a vagina. And then a woman, if you give them obviously testosterone and other stuff, you're going to end up with a dick instead of a vagina. Understand? It's all in the utero diet, guys. Like I said, the white ones are getting shafted really hard. They're trying to make black more attractive. Understand? Like I said, it's only in America. You don't have the NBA or NBA, baseball league, whatever. You don't have any of these black sports in Africa. You don't have them in Europe. You don't have them in you don't have them in Australia, New Zealand. You don't even really have it in Canada. In Canada, they got hockey. Like I said, in America, there's something there. They're trying to make black more attractive. Understand? So you end up with big LeBron James who's black and small LeBron James who's white, like Eric Voss. It's racist, right? It's the same DNA from one individual to another. Why the fuck aren't, why aren't they the same size? You got one that's twice the size of Eric Voss. You got one individual that's exactly the same, that has exactly the same DNA, and he's twice the size of Eric Voss, yeah? LeBron James. It's in the diet. That's it. It's the white ones that are getting shafted. I saw it firsthand when I was there. Yeah? I saw it firsthand when I was there, especially after the bag went missing, and even before the bag in 2014. I saw it firsthand. Like I said, if you are white, you're in for a shit show in America. If you're white, you're definitely in for a big shit show in America. That's already looking like it. It's getting there. Give it another 5 years, 10 years. Maybe this year, maybe next year. Who knows? You'll see it. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And that's what I told him to leave. That's what I told my mother to sell your ship and leave. Well, like I said, he doesn't listen. He doesn't listen, and he's like I said, they're using him in the training program the same way they're using me. You understand? They're using him in the training program the same way they're using me. Like I said, it's come to the point where there's so many of them, and I mean there's a shitload of them, where they can hold white people hostage by this training program. The source is America. It happened when we went to America. Granted, London is a big problem as well. They are allies. It's not like they're allies part-time. Understand? There's the Five Eyes. It is the allies that are doing it. Understand? And there's so many of them that with this framing program, they're holding white people hostage to buy time, to do more stuff in the framing program, to make it look like it's my brother, to make it look like it's me, to do more stuff. Understand? They get something out of it by doing this. They're transferring money to Ukraine to make it look like it's me that's receiving it. Huh? I don't care about Ukraine. Ukraine is already Russian territory. They're basically giving money to the Russians. I mean, Ukraine is going to go to the Russians. Yeah, I mean, regardless of if the war ends today or tomorrow, in the future, eventually, Ukraine will go to the Russians. All the money that they send to Ukraine will go to the Russians. Eh? Putin, obviously, is going to get a lot of it. It's, like I said, they're moving money by pretending to be us. They're moving assets. They're moving people around by pretending to be us. They're making TV shows, movies by pretending to be us. I told them to leave, Sell your shit and get the fuck out of there, man. You're going to end up in Europe anyway, one way or another. Like I said, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. They can say whatever they want about the control of the training program. They can say whatever they want about control over America. In the end, if you're white, you're going to end up back in Europe anyway. That's always been the case. It doesn't matter what kind of control you have over America. The situation there is such as that any correction you make will in the end be for nothing. You understand? Might as well not make it. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter what kind of control you can exercise in America with this framing program, whatever. In the end, whatever correction you make will be for nothing. It's a waste of time. That's all it is. It's just like battling this phone every day. Whatever correction you make will be for nothing because the next day is going to be the same thing. Like I said, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Yeah. They're going to go back to doing what they did for the past 2,000 years, 2,000 years plus, ever since Christianity. They're always going to go back to doing the same thing. There's been 2,000 years of it. Understand? It's a long time. Yeah. It's a long time to be doing the same thing over and over. And it doesn't matter what kind of correction you make. Generally speaking, outside of Europe, it will be for nothing because they're going to go back to doing the same thing over and over and over again. Like I said, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. You see it in Europe. Western fucking Europe. It's as far west as you can go. That's it. I'm tired of all that. Yeah, it dropped down a lot. My mouth is watering. I'm put it in my throat. It's like I said, you can tell that it's the way it has their like I said, what they said with a straight face is that we didn't know why people existed, yet somebody was fucking with us in Romania. But they didn't know why people existed. Well, obviously somebody knew. Now, these people have been reproduced over and over and over again, mixed. Even though obviously they know that they are not white. Okay? Now, to top it off, you're saying you didn't know why people existed, but you sure as hell did know that they are lying and cheating. Whatever rules you got. Fuck them out the window because, throw them out the fucking window because apparently there's no complaint department where you can go to and
complain that they are breaking the rules or whatever. Understand? They're always gonna go back to doing the same thing. It's hardwired in them. They are hardwired for it. Understand? It makes no difference what kind of control you can exercise. The control you exercise is temporary. The control you exercise is temporary. 50 years, 100 max. 20 years max. It's a temporary type of control. Usually 20 years, 50 years, 100, if you are lucky. If you are lucky, you can exercise some kind of control for 20, 50, 100 years. After that, it slips off. Every time without exception. Every time without exception. Usually any control you exercise will last 20, 50 years, 100 years if you are lucky. Understand? And then it slips off again. And you can go back to doing this. And again, and it happens again and again and again. Is it pointless? Yeah, it is. And like I said, the elves saw this. You know, in the Rings of, the Lord of the Rings and the Tolkien works. The elves saw this firsthand. Like I said, they were left in the first age. It even says that they did. It says, oh, it looks like this thing is spreading. We're going to have to leave Middle Earth. They even said it in the Rings of Power. Yeah, that's what they did. Yeah, because they know, obviously, that it is pointless. It is pointless to deal with it, to try and exercise control over it. Like I said, it will last 20, 50 years, 100 years if you are lucky. Now, after that, it slips off. And it slips off to this. By default, it's hardwired. It's hardwired to slip off to this every time. Is it pointless? Yeah, it is. Understand? That's, it doesn't matter, guys. It doesn't matter. In the end, it doesn't matter. It's all just a waste of time. It's a waste of effort. It's a waste of resources. All this fucking toil and misery and suffering and wasted efforts. All a waste of time. That's all it ever is. That's all it ever is. Any exercise, any control you exercise, usually only lasts 20, 50 years, 100 years max. And then it defaults to this. They are hardwired for it. Yeah, they are hardwired for it. It always defaults to this shit. It is pointless, like I said. Not even one person. It's I'm surprised it's not raining. Now I need to wait and see. Yeah, my mouth is watering. Hold a second. Fall still. Frozen a little bit. battery in the A50, I think, was replaced as well. So the A50 battery shoots EMF as well. Looks like it's going to fuck us for the 6%. Oh, shit. Michael Jordan, right? Michael Jordan, I think that one too is a billionaire. They said LeBron James is. That's great. But no, the reason why. The reason why they're billionaires is because, like I said, you're gonna find, whatever place you look around the world, China, Russia, any billionaire you find, like I said, will be one of them. Michael Jordan. Shoes, basketball, endorsements, owner of some kind of team. Down to his church, like I said, it's the VIP. VIP seniority, right? VIP seniority. It's Churchill. Understand? That's who knew about us. That's who's in the Five Eyes, intelligence, apparatus, whatever it might be. Like I said, billionaire status, probably Churchill. Like I said, senior level access to resources, money, government, whatever. So you see, Michael Jordan is also Churchill. You didn't know that. A lot of people didn't know that, but he's definitely Churchill. It matches 100%. Like I said, guys, seniority is whoever's the most senior level individual will be on TV, and they will be a billionaire. Multi-millionaire, like I said. It's generally speaking, like I said, it's some kind of Churchill, the relative. It doesn't have to be Churchill necessarily. It just has to be the the hominid. Granted, it's going to match anyone. It's the foundations. Understand? Churchill is the foundation of the Five Eyes in a way. It's what created colonialism, imperialism, etc., etc., etc. Understand? Bismarck, another very powerful individual in Prussia and Germany. Churchill. Bismarck was also Churchill. I mean, somebody must have seen it. Churchill and Bismarck were around at the same time. Somebody must have fucking seen it, besides me. Like I said, it's the foundation of colonialism, imperialism, and the Five Eyes. It is Churchill. There's a lot. It's like I said. It's like I said before. Ask yourself this question: who remains after white people get kicked out of North America, or they fucking die off? They die off. They go extinct in North America, and they lose South Africa, and they lose South America. The places settled by Spain and France, etc., etc. Who do you think stays behind? Who do you think remains in these places like South America and Africa and North America? If white people fuck off. Yeah, and white people are also Churchill, by the way. Who stays behind? Black Churchill. Amerindian Churchill, etc., etc., etc. Asian Churchill. That's who stays behind. Understand? After white Churchill fucks off, the white-looking ones fuck off, and they will, by their own accord. The ones that are going to stay behind are going to be Black Churchill, Asian Churchill, Amerindian Churchill, etc., etc., etc. Everything except white Churchill. Understand? This happens every time exclusively. And it happens every time without exception. Africa, South America, North America, New Zealand, Australia. White Churchill will fuck off by his own accord, and the black ones and the brown ones will stay behind. It happens every time. There's no exception. There's no exception. Like I said, the foundation of the Five Eyes, of this intelligence apparatus, and the foundation of this training program is exclusively Churchill. Just like Bismarck, who would have had Central Europe and mainland Europe, just like Bismarck, who would have had it all. He was destined to have it all until they realized that they had Stuarts there in Bavaria. They realized they had a Stuart in Bavaria from the Jacobite line, and they said, "Fuck this, Bismarck got to go." Like I said, the foundation of the Five Eyes, the foundation of the Five Eyes, and the foundation of the training program is exclusive to Churchill. No one else. No one else. Like I said, what's sad about this? 20 countries in Europe, 24 countries Out of those 24 countries, you got 20 countries that have active military personnel. Yeah, either they fucking died and got replaced. What the fuck happened to the militaries of Europe? You got 24 member states in the European Union died. Yeah, those at least 20 countries got active militaries. What the fuck is going on? Well, what happened was that they all died off and they got replaced. That's what happened. You know, you got 24 member states, and I'm sorry to say, you guys are some sorry ass motherfuckers, to say the least. You know, I said this before 2 years ago. And if this is what we expect of Europe, I'm sorry, you're in for a shit show if you're right, because this is catastrophically bad. It takes the cake. I mean, if you have 24 fucking states, 24 member states of the European Union, and 20 countries, at least 20 countries have active militaries, and this is what you get, then fuck it, man. That's all I can tell you. Fuck it. You know, that's all I can say is fuck it. It's fucking ridiculous, to say the least. A bunch of sorry ass motherfuckers. I mean, like I said, I think they all probably died and they got replaced with you know who. That's the only explanation that I have for this. 24 member states, 20 something states have militaries that are active. What the fuck for? What for? What do you have an active military for? To spend money? What are you doing? Is your military addressing this training program? No, it's not. Do you plan on it? Eventually, maybe. Probably never. More likely. You know, like I said, guys, this is, it's catastrophically bad if you think about it from an emergency standpoint. Let's say you have a real emergency on your hands. You need to do something. Yeah, you must do something. Are they going to do something? Probably not. Very likely not. See? Let's say you have a real emergency on your hands. You need to do something now. This very moment. Right fucking now. You need to do something. Are they going to do something? Probably not. Yeah. You see, it's just, you know, like I said, guys, it's always going to end up being a stupid fucking waste of time. Over and over and over again. And any exercise any control you exercise will be over in 20, 50 years or 100. Every fucking time. And now you realize how pointless this all is. It's always been pointless, guys. Always. Anyway, it's full now. It's fucking cold. Yeah, cold. It was warmer this morning. It's fucking 7, 8 a.m. when I came in. Oh. Yeah, let's go back. I gotta go back to the station. I still feel like shitting myself again. Go back to the station a little bit. Yeah, it got colder now than it's colder now than it was this morning. Do some stuff. Man, it's fucking cold out here. It got really cold. Wow. What a difference between 8 a.m. and 10, 11. I think it's 11 now, isn't it?
better than raining, that's for sure. Take it over rain. Yeah, my brother's not replying again. He sent me a message 2 days ago. After I reset the phone. It was cool. God damn. Oh, shit. Way colder than 8 a.m. God damn. Fucking hell. Oh, shit. That's the reason I'm so cold now. It's fucking beautiful. They're chilly really quick, huh?
Ja, die sorry, bestond aan. Ja.
Let me upload a video and go to sleep. Upload Kevin Feige, Kevin Feige with Magic Johnson. Yeah. Interesting. I disable the background processes for a lot of apps, just all of them actually. I'm looking in there and some of them are enabled to run in the background. You don't even know I took it off. I disabled them all. The exception of the gallery. The exception of the gallery for retouching, outline vector, timestamp camera. All out. Running in the background. Now look at the apps. Some of them are running in the background. So I gotta do it. Yeah, is it running better? Yeah, it is. I mean, after the reset, it's definitely running better. I haven't been able to shut off the video. Yeah, like I said, it is a broken type of firmware, but that script really patches a lot of problems. I can't fucking hear anything out of my right ear. It's so annoying because I can't hear myself talk like I would normally. This is not raining. It's not cold. Well, we got chicken yesterday. Andrew came through, brought some good stuff. Andrew brought some good chicken for us. And I think the milk was good as well. It's just like the fucking guacamole was not. And I knew it wasn't, but I ate it anyway. I'm hungry right now. And my brother replied finally. I've been last night. Last night. Finally replied. Last night. Yesterday. It's fucking cold.
Kroger's for pretty much. Ridiculous. I think it was the fucking lemon, or I think it was the lemon, or the, I think it was the guacamole for sure, and the lemon too. That's not too. This smells like shit. Really bad. Screwdrivers and wrenches. I've got an entire workshop in here.
C'est ça, pièce d'identité. Pièce d'identité, je vais t'envoyer le dernier plan du mur. Et c'est ça.
Yeah, so when you notice if they do something to your phone, and you will get to decrease the modem connectivity. So in the USB menu, 8080 something, and you get, if they do sometimes grab the phone, you'll get the, if they do something to flash something, they unlock it or something. You have reduced amount of connectivity for the modem. USB options, MPP, yada, etc., diagnosis, whatever, stupid. I don't know how it is. If they grab it, like I said, if they grab it, they usually flash something. If they can't unlock it, usually they should be able to unlock it. So that's why I freeze MPP with Icebox. I freeze MPP with Icebox, that way they can't use MPP to attack the lock screen. Like I said, that's one of the signs. You know, if they grab it or something, they flash something, if they do something. Sometimes you will see USB options that are reduced. So in the menu, 8080, that's the menu where you get the USB options. That's what you see. That's where you can see that there's something. Those options are missing. You know, on the A50, I get none.
Yeah, I get two options, MTP and something. I really don't know this one. That USB port is broken apparently, but there's something wrong with the firmware. You know? I think my shoes still stink. Right. Looking good. Guess I don't know what. It's okay. Oh shit. Oh, there's fucking water everywhere. It's a little bomb today. This car got fucking inundated. Hopefully that's the last of the rain, huh? Fucking tired. My neck hurts. Yeah, my feet still smell like that fucking fungus.
Friday, we put out a video that explained how the Targaryens are able to control the magic that was tied to Aegon's prophecy in the Long Night. And when they stopped fighting for that cause, the magic of the dragons kind of withered away. So you could read these visions as the blood of the dragon being angry at the Targaryens and forcing a miscarriage. Now in the books, she gives birth to a malformed baby with scales and a tail, which is actually how the witch Miri described Daenerys as the blood of the dragon being angry at the Targaryens and forcing a miscarriage. Now in the books, she gives birth to a malformed baby with scales and a tail, which is actually how the witch Miri described Daenerys' baby in Game of Thrones. In fact, the book claims that Rhaenyra was yelling, "Get this monster out of me," but the show has her yelling, "Get out" to the midwives. But remember, the book is written based on accounts of unreliable narrators, so it's interesting to see the details that the show chooses to change. Now the stillbirth scene is brutal, so brutal we can't show much of it or we get demonetized. And it's also very reminiscent of Melisandre giving birth to a shadow baby in Game of Thrones Season 2. Now by the end of this, Rhaenyra is covered in blood, which really hits home the theme of the show. House of the Dragon is all about bloodlines and succession. Now while the men benefit from the rules of succession, it's the women who do the hard labor here. Literally. This is why the opening credits are shown as bloodlines. This scene shows that childbirth is just as violent and bloody as war, and it's a harbinger for the bloody wars to come. Later, the Silent Sisters come to dress the infant. Now this is an order of Septus who have taken a vow of silence and serve the stranger. That's one of the 7 gods who represents death. We've seen them before in this series, but the first time we saw them was all the way back in Game of Thrones' first episode. Outside, Jace and Luke are also in combat, and Luke gets knocked down, foreshadowing what's coming later in the episode. And meanwhile, Daemon is planning his war against the Greens. They mentioned the Sea Snake is on the island of Evenfall. That's this island that's the seat of House Tarth, eventual homeland of Brienne of Tarth. They send ravens to a few houses, including Darkland. I'm pretty sure that's this guy who was killed last episode for not bending the knee. They also mentioned Massey. Now, House Massey is located on the peninsula in the Crown Lands called Massey's Hook. Their support would be key because the Blacks want to create a naval blockade of King's Landing. And when you combine this peninsula with the Riverlands, it creates a kind of pincer around the city. Daemon also says to conscript the Dragon Keepers because they're capable fighters. And we've already seen that they carry these sweet dragonglass daggers. And guys, look, it's nice to see Daemon back to being a crazy badass. Outside, he uses his dragon Caraxes to lean on a couple of Kingsguard to guarantee their loyalty. Next is the baby's funeral pyre, which has to bring back a lot of bad memories for Rhaenyra of her mother and brother's pyre in the first episode. In fact, there are other bookends to the first and last episode, like each featuring Lord Sworn Loyalty, and end with Rhaenyra looking straight into the camera. The mood of the funeral is lightened when Sir Eric shows up with her father's crown. This was the same crown worn by King Jaehaerys in the opening prologue. Aegon II was crowned with Aegon the Conqueror's crown, which had been in storage for about 100 years because it was also worn by the worst king, Maegor the Cruel.
Why did Sir Eric switch sides?
Well, remember, last episode, he tried to convince his twin brother, Eric with an E, that Aegon was a jerkface because he was raising his own children to fight in the fighting pits of Flea Bottom. In fact, his twin Eric shows up later with Otto, and you'll notice that there are lots of twins in the show. There's these twins, there's the Lannister twins, Aegon and Helena's twins, Daemon has twin daughters. Now, I think this is because the show is concerned with this theme of 2 second sons, twin claims to the Iron Throne, the Targaryens splitting into 2.
Only their mother can tell them apart.
Rhaenyra is crowned by Daemon, just as her half-brother was crowned by another lover of hers, Criston Cole. One crown was given out of spite, and the other out of love. Then the war planning begins. Much like Alicent, Rhaenyra does not want the war to get bloody, so she wants to fight with words first. The first sigils they place are the Targaryens in Dragonstone and the High Towers in King's Landing. And by the way, super cool how they burn a fire under this table to make it light up, like they're kindling the fires of war. Now, while Rhaenyra wants to rule with peace, we have seen that she's not afraid to get bloody. That's what the whole fight with the boar represented back when she was a teenager. Daemon mentions his friends in the City Watch. Now remember, in the first episode, he was Lord Commander of the Police of King's Landing. He was actually the one who gave them their signature gold cloaks. Last episode, Otto even talked about removing the people in the City Watch who were still loyal to Daemon. They mentioned sending ravens to House Celtigar, that's the people who rule Crab Island here, and their lord becomes Rhaenyra's Master of Coin in the books. They also mentioned the Stauntons, and they're located in the northern part of Blackwater Bay, just above King's Landing. So you see a pattern here. Rhaenyra's support is strongest in these Crown Lands, that's the area north of King's Landing. They go on to say that since the Lannisters are with the Greens, they have no allies in the west, so they have to shore up support in the east, and that means the Stormlands here, just south of King's Landing, and the Riverlands here. The Riverlands are ruled by the Tullys, like Catelyn Stark in Game of Thrones, and Rhaenyra's mom was a Tully, so she's very hopeful for their support. They also mentioned the Eyrie, which is
That's my pants. This is ambient in the box. Pants. Ambient. It's like it's almost like they turned it off. Let me check my chest. Chest is 70. 72. Yeah, so there's the clothes.
Somebody's singing. Trying to slow down, fucking heads on the back. Shoes are dirty. Stained from this fucking rain. Check it out. Yeah, I keep finding edits in this script. It happens every time I go to sleep. I don't know. I found conflicting sleep commands. Some sleep commands were missing. What the hell? However, I keep finding modifying the script in the text file. So what I noticed with this Clear Cache Alpha Manager, File Manager, Alpha Inventor, is that when you clear cache, it grabs onto other files. Cache. Some of them are even called, I even saw one file called disk cache. One word, disk cache. Apparently it's a real thing. Disk cache. All one word. Disk cache. So it's clears out a lot of cache files.
엄마 우리가
Hopefully they bring us some tea and coffee. So sometimes they bring us some things up. They used to bring it all the time. Tell me something. I mean, it's pretty good. It's not bad. It's not fucking up like I expect. So many of these motherfuckers that came along on the sidewalk. You know, it's not bad. It's not too bad considering all the fake fucking software that's loaded on this phone. I mean, there's so much. I mean, pretty much probably got 400 apps that are preloaded on this phone. I would say probably over half are actually fake. All things considering, you know, it's not that bad. All things considering. The fact that over half of the apps on this phone, including system apps, are actually fake and it still works. It's not that bad, really, is it? It's okay. The armies of Mordor are patrolling the sidewalk. Just patrolling the sidewalk. Looking for some free stuff on Whitey's back. I'm trying to get some free stuff on Whitey's back, man. Are they getting there today or tomorrow? You know, it's like I said, the cache system is where they hack the phone. That's why it's so hard to clear. I mean, I was trying to get into that Android folder to clear cache because I knew it was in there for a while. You understand? And you know, one thing that I noticed too is that you got to be specific. Even though the RM command is indefinite, it goes until the directory ends. You know, you'll try to format something. The RM command will try to format something until the directory itself ends. What I noticed is that you got to be specific, though. I mean, you might be able to format the entire Android directory in emulator storage, but you still need to be specific. Yeah, you can format the entire Android directory, and it is now. Yeah, you can format the entire Android directory, but it's you got to be specific about where you want to format. And it's supposed to be an indefinite command, meaning you go from, if you format Android, it formats everything under it. But what I noticed is that even though Linux is the rule of the command, it's the rule of the operating system, that if you format one directory, parent, what they call a parent directory, you should format the rest of the directories under it. Well, it doesn't do it. Lo and behold, they found a way to break that rule as well. And fucking Linux, man, it doesn't do it. It just won't do it. It doesn't know. I mean, you see the output. You see the output that it does do this. You know, you see the output in the command prompt. You try to format everything. This was not formatting. But you still need to be specific. Yeah? Yeah, fucking Linux, man. They found a way to break that rule. When you format the parent directory, every other directory gets deleted or formatted. Well, it doesn't fucking do it. Lo and behold, it doesn't fucking do it. You format the parent directory, which is the main directory, and any directory that's in it should be deleted. Right? Well, it doesn't do it, guys. You cannot do it. You have to be specific. You know, they found a way to break that as well. You know, it is amazing, to say the least. I mean, it's a rule. It's the rule of every operating system in existence. You format the parent directory, everything under it gets formatted. Well, not anymore. Not anymore. Because reasons, guy. Because reasons, okay? You gotta be specific. You gotta be specific about what you want to format. If you want to format. I'm tired right now. Armies of Mogul are gathering. That's a good logo, man. Very creative.
Hay días que la pobre, como no come carne, es vegetariana, y a veces amanece mal, negada. Hoy estaba bien, revisé por qué. Porque no pasó ni una consulta, nadie le veía. Argentina. Mira, te están dando Vamos arriba, vamos. ¿Qué pasa, Pedro? Habla. No, eso que tiene que llamar a la gente y ahí le dije, por favor, dame el número de la agencia. Y a todas las mandadas por yo no estoy esperando, porque esto lo que dije yo. Y ahí luego dice que cambiaron de agencia, no sé qué rollo, ese no es. Te llega, ¿sabes cómo? Para ahí está de la persona. Ya te digo, la voy a la agencia, y ya está, digamos, que te gusta la vida. Lo que me han pagado, lo que me han pagado, Y lo llamé a el domingo la salió hasta el 15. El domingo se la llevó allá. ¿Quién se dio cuenta? No, ya, esa la había llevado. No,
Huh? I don't know what these people come in. These people are coming to warm up, you know?
Yeah, they are VIP.
Yeah.
VIP persons. Senior citizens. VIP, huh?
Would you like some socks? Take off out. Got a scarf? You want one? Take on, mate. Would you like some scarves? Yep. Scarf for you, buddy. Hold the hat. Would you like a scarf, my friend? Yeah. Anybody? Scarf? Yep. There you go, pal. The scarf? No, that's a t-shirt. I think there's two. So you can have one if you want. T-shirt. Big t-shirt like this. Thanks, sir. There you go, man. Okay, cool. No problem. Do you want anyone? Water bottle, guys? Yeah, there you go. There you go, buddy. No problem. I'll take that scarf. Okay.
Water, yeah. Very nice, thanks.
Yes, of course.
Oh, we've got a ton of
Salmon,
these.
salmon,
Is that
salmon
sparkling
juice.
water?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Pal, do you want?
Oh, did you want any
No
snacks?
worries.
Any meat in there? Or
No, no meat.
candy?
Salmon.
Oh, that's good.
And that's why, yeah?
Would you like some? Yeah, fish. Yeah. Oh, snacks. Oh, that's nice. Got pretzels.
What? That's okay.
Cheese. Oh, that's too thick.
No, that's okay. I don't know.
Yeah, they're good, aren't they? They're pretzels. Falcon pie. Oh, no, they want those. You got these.
Snacks? Oh, candy or
This is my first
peanut
one.
bar? Yeah, yeah, very
Would
nice.
you like one also?
Very nice. Yeah.
Did you get this sauce?
That's okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Did you want a fruit salad?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you have it. Sir, would you like a fruit salad? Would you like a fruit salad? Would you like a snack or a sauce? Oh, you have it?
So I feel like, yeah. The good stuff is it's like all non-perishable. I don't have any.
Sandwich. Okay.
I don't have a backpack. But if you want, I can get you something sweet to go with your salty stuff.
Yeah, yeah, but I watched that myself. I've got to stop yourself. I have it first. I'll find out.
No, my friend, I gave you your... Is it? No. I've got some listen. Oh, that's fair.
Again.
Phil, what's that? You alright?
Okay. You want to come? Sorry, can you? First time for you.
It's not raining. It's not very good.
Did you get the chicken there? Did you get that? Is it nice? I missed it. Like, I just come and give the last one out to another man. Like,
Yeah, you
he got
got
there
time.
before me. Like, shit.
Yeah, that's not good.
But I'm not starving. You're right, yeah? Like, listen, I know you're a bit. Like, I always, listen, we never talk much, but I always see you. I sit sometimes where you're sitting. Listen, yeah, you got your thing. Like, I like the way you move. Like, I must say, listen, I like the way you move as a person. Like, I've just watched you, like, as a person. I like you as a person. I can get on with you, and I've listened to you communicate. You communicate quite well. It's important, isn't it? You know? What's your name anyway?
Alex.
Chris. Nice to meet you, Alex. Right?
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. So what are you doing tonight? Are you actually homeless, or do you have a place and you just come out, or?
I'm homeless, yeah, I'm going to go to
Well, you've been homeless a while, Alex. Yeah, because I've seen you for years now, haven't I? If the truth be told, I've seen you for at least like 3 years. But I've never really spoken to you. I think there was sometimes I asked you for a cigarette, saying like, but we never really talked.
Yeah.
But I'm actually quite comfortable with you as a person, like, and you're kind of interesting to me. See me as a person, like your sort of character. Because I watched you from afar as well. Like, listen, I like your sort of character. Do you know what I mean? The way you walk and hold yourself. I watched you like fucking but you know. There's never been any reason for us to communicate. I just assumed, right? And there was one point I assumed you were just working or something. No.
Haven't done it in
What, do
years.
you do drugs?
Huh?
Do you do drugs?
I don't have any money, though.
No, listen to me. Alex, come on. Do you do drugs?
Yeah, no.
No, you don't do any drugs.
I don't have anything to do.
No, but if you did, would you?
No.
No. What would you do with the money?
Probably travel.
Huh?
Probably travel if I have money.
Really? Well, if you, alright, say if somebody gave you £2,000, right, what would you do with it?
Oh, that's not enough. I mean, I'd probably
2,000, that's a lot of money.
Probably take a shower.
You can travel with that.
In Europe, yeah. I'll probably take a nice shower. Probably buy myself a nice cell phone with 5G. You know?
Where are you from?
Romania.
Oh, salute.
Yeah.
What, can you speak Romanian?
Yeah, I speak. Yeah.
How come you can speak English so well? You sound American, yeah.
Yeah, I was in America many years now.
Right. How old are you?
36.
Huh?
36.
Yeah, I'm 37. Yeah, I thought you were about my age, mate. I thought you were maximum, like, yeah, 42.
Yeah,
that's about right.
older,
Yeah, look, listen, I never really got story. I knew you were nice, right? You're not an idiot, right? The way you hold yourself, yeah, you just do your thing, right? But listen, I've seen you around here the last like 4 years, maybe. Like, innit? Listen, what do you do?
Exactly,
Like,
been 5 years.
yeah, Alex, do you just get the grub, the food?
Yeah.
It's free food, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crappy, but it's good. It's like jail food.
It is like that.
Yeah, it's like jail food.
It's probably worse. No, though.
Slightly.
Yeah, no, it is actually worse.
Yeah, it's a little bit salty, yeah, but
No, it doesn't really taste. It's like
doesn't even taste like rice.
no,
It
what
tastes
they do
like
is they're going to feed the masses.
salty dirt.
Listen, they get it in their head. Oh, we're going to feed the masses today, so they get all the cheapest rice that they can get, which is probably about 20p.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
and they get bags of that, right? Yeah? Show it in the flame pot, cook up the flame rice. Listen, come on.
Yeah,
if
it's
you,
like
if
a-
you've got Marks and Spencer rice, right? It's own brand, right? And you put it against them grains. Listen, you would say, listen, I can even taste the aroma in the rice, right? Right?
Yeah.
I'm choosing M&S. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. But because you're feeding, I agree with that. I actually agree with. If you're feeding the masses, do it as cheap as fucking possible.
Yeah, I mean, it's the cheapest food.
Seriously,
Yeah. It's
you're not gonna get the
it's
money.
better than nothing. I mean, they could just not give us anything. That would be even worse.
Yes. Yeah.
Kind of take what we could get.
What are you doing tonight? Where do you work?
I'm going to sleep after this.
Well, where do you sleep?
On the street.
Yeah, where?
Regent and Oxford.
Huh?
Regent and Oxford, that's where I sleep.
No, where? Just point down in the direction.
Well, it's up north, I guess. 20 minutes.
No, where are you sleeping tonight?
On the street.
Up there.
Yeah. Regent Street.
Oh, Regent.
All the way up to Oxford.
What, do you have like a little spot?
Yeah, on the sidewalk, yeah. It's cozy, but very comfy, I guess. So. Not too bad.
So what do? Do you work?
Do I work?
Yeah.
No, not anymore. Not since
Oh.
the pandemic.
So what do you do every day?
Just
I'm
down
just
here.
interested, Alex. No other reason for that. I kind of find you interesting.
Yeah,
You're
no,
not
I do
a
homeless
stupid
stuff.
person.
I do homeless stuff. I sleep. I come down here, get some food, go back up there.
You just wandering around.
Watch YouTube, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. In coffee shops and shit.
I don't know about coffee shops, yeah.
Yeah, you can do it.
I just do homeless stuff. Yeah.
Homeless.
Yeah. Come down here.
Haven't you got
go
no
back.
hobbies?
I don't have any money for hobbies, man. It's hard. I don't have money for that too.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Actually. That's actually a really good statement. I ain't got no money for holidays. So, right, all these years that we didn't really talk. This is the most we talked in like all them years, like that, right? And like you're very familiar. Because see your face with that beard is very distinct.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. You've been told that before.
I mean, nobody
your
else.
face is quite good. Listen, you're quite good looking. Right? You're like my cousin. You've got my cousin sort of. He's big, but he's got the point of his nose as well.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
But the beard tops it, right? Like because of the way you dress as well, like, it's normally quite dark. Like you dress in black.
Yeah, I mean, it's
If
easier to keep clean.
Right,
You don't have to
right,
wash it.
If somebody gave you a black tracksuit or a white tracksuit, which one would you choose?
Black.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I kind of think
black clothes are easier.
It would
to-
suit you better as well.
They don't have to wash them very often. That's what's good about it. If you have something light color, you have to wash it more often. It gets dirty. It gets dirty.
So what, you waiting for the next one as well?
Well, no, Dad, I wasted half an hour.
What time?
Should be coming, yeah. 7, yeah, they're coming with this slot. Maybe I'll go over there as well. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna get some actually. Because I missed that one. See, just as I got there, right, there's this man that just got ahead of me, right. He got the last rice and chicken, right. And I've done it so many times. It was my fault. I turned up really late. I knew what time I should have been there. I was just
Early bird, you gotta be an early bird if you want some meal.
yeah, you know that. Yeah. I'm like, listen, I've lost a few times, but I handle it like a man.
Yeah.
I do it. I firm it, right. Just going up for something else, innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's always something else. Listen, I'm not because of the way I diet, right. I wouldn't go hungry for the next 2 days.
Yeah.
Like, see, if there was no food, I wouldn't be hungry in 2 days. I'd be hungry in 2 days. See, I can last a little bit. It's like, food's not the be all and end all, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It helps, right? You know what I mean? Alex, you see it? What's he doing?
He's trying to score some money from me.
What
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah, he wants.
Ah, yeah, oh, I don't know.
He's waiting for somebody to forget their card in him. He's gonna get their card.
Well, if he sits there, listen, well, I've actually been in places, right, not here, but I've been in places where somebody's actually done that.
Yeah.
I've actually been standing over there watching this person doing, I think it was a girl, I've seen a girl and a man there, right?
Yeah.
Just try out some money and give it to the truck. I'm like, wow, but I want some of that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nice gesture, yeah.
But no, it's 20 quid in your pocket. Some people will like that, man. Makes them feel good. Some. Yeah. We've got mental health. And little people, man. feature sections like over there. Say in a bit, I want to save that food for you.
I'm gonna go to sleep now, like I said. Hey, rain again, bad day. Let's see what's in there. Yeah, I had some sleeping hours like missing or they were wrong. And I know I had it in there, but something had the wrong value. That's why it wasn't and the reason why it wasn't holding value like it should. So obviously that's one of the reasons why it wasn't holding value. And if it doesn't hold battery, it's missing commands or something's missing from the script. And I found the modifier. Everybody's walking on the side. 1 hour and 5 minutes, 40%. It's not bad. It's not very warm. It's not overly warm. It's fine. It's not heating up. It's the refresh rate. Somehow this Brightfog chat, I think he changes the refresh rate when it's recording. You understand? Because it just doesn't make any sense why it would warm up like that. I personally haven't seen. I guess I'm not doing enough scrolling to see a difference. I'm not doing enough scrolling to see a difference between 120 and 60. Maybe on images or something. I mean, it is scrolling faster in the gallery, I guess, but I haven't seen much of a difference. Everybody's walking on the sidewalks.
poison as well. So it might be everything. Yeah, I think a lot of stores too. Usually it is. I don't even know why I thought they bottle it, to be honest. You gotta put something in it. I'm gonna go really go to sleep now. Yeah, the water's poison. Again. The water's not good. Just have to wait for the water. It's not even Friday yet, it's Monday. Not even Friday or Saturday or Thursday, it's Monday. The armies of Mordor join the cycles.
Maybe first.
I just want to take my shit. Green banana. Yeah, this poison as well. probably shouldn't have drank that water. Pass on the water, guys. The canned water I think that was good. That was good, but the bottled water was not.
Sleep guys. 33%, 1 hour 28 minutes. Yeah, they must have got into the box because I watched it yesterday night. It does look like there's more dog shit in there. It smells really bad, like dead dog. That's what it smells like. It's unbelievable. Horrendous smell.
都能告诉你。对啊，有的导游这种，那咱们这个是看。
I had to flash the phone last night to find out what it's this Polish December update. I don't know why it's Polish. It was AUL3. So AUL3 for Android development. Flash a little bit. And still the same stuff that's supposed to be in there. It's just that I flashed it. Too is that the laptop is in charge. I'm charging the phone much at all now. So I gotta flash the BIOS again. See if it's gonna get any better. Because I used to be able to get only 18 watts from the USB-C port, now it doesn't work. It's stuck around 1,000. 1,100 milliamps. So it doesn't actually work. Get 18 watts, which means that you're just sitting there trickle charging, it's draining the laptop battery, and I'm not getting a charge. It's not very good. I'm gotta look into it. Find out why it's doing that. Could be the phone though. got to be pretty bad in there.
So that's free cinemas, you
I can't even keep my head on the back. I have to put my hand under my head. My knees are hurting. I don't want to get inside again. Because I wanted to make more gifts. Wow, that charge is dead again, guys. It is, yeah. Oh, it's charging now. Crash charging. Yeah, so it always drops down to 10 milliamps. This is the one that's broken, sort of kind of broken. So 4900 peak. And set that there. And charge the laptop. Like I said, the laptop has got some kind of bug now. It doesn't charge the phone at 18 watts. It just sits there, you know, draining the battery on the laptop and not charging the phone. It's not very good. I thought it was dead again because it wasn't. I thought the charger was dead again because plugged in, it wasn't charging the other one was. It's just a very weak it's a weak plug it in properly.
Tuesday, so I'm just going to take a rest. Hopefully something good. Not good before. Sleep commands would make a difference. I saw one or two were missing. I saw a couple of them were clicking wrong, they were invalid. So low power mode didn't do anything for me. But that's the difference. So low power mode didn't actually improve battery life, it was the same. So even with the apps restricted, using app ops, we still drain the battery. Unexplained. What the fuck, you know? Sleep commands, refresh rate seems to be affecting it a lot. The refresh rate seems to be improving it, dropping it down to 60. Don't see much of a difference myself between 100 and 60. Granted, I don't do a lot of scrolling. I just click on YouTube around, make GIF images, and I don't see any scrolling action. I don't do any gaming, so I don't see any improvement. Most of the video that I watch is at a it's going to be at 24 frames a second. The sleep commands, the refresh rate, seems to have made a difference. It seems that it is holding the battery better than the cord video. There's still something going on. There's still something nagging. They're draining the battery, but it's not as severe now. So, I don't know. Whatever is draining the battery. Whatever the hell drained the battery probably looks like shuts off video recording. I noticed that with this latest exploit, hacking charging exploit that's more severe, it also deletes files. It hasn't done it recently because of all the script that's in there. You know, I guess it only does the charging problem. Like I said, I have to go to the station to check to see if it still has a charging problem. So one thing that I noticed was that the Liddy directory was in there. The commands don't work except the service calls. The service calls, usually with connectivity, activity, will solve the charging problem, but it's only temporarily. That's what I know. So I'm guessing. I don't know what app is doing this, what package. Is it the kernel? Is it the telephone? Is it the phone service? I don't know. Like I said, this time around, nothing works except some of the service calls. You know, flipping around the service calls usually doesn't. If you have a charging problem. Connectivity as well. So it seems like it's something tied to the modem, CPU, I don't know, maybe it's just not cooperating enough. You know? It seems to be a big hole. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know where it's coming from. Now I can log it. I used to log it to find out it's doing. But, honestly, I'm actually kind of tired of dealing with it. You know, I've done about, I've done all that I can do. As far as apps, packages, commands, I've done more than enough if I can. And the fact that it still has a problem shows me that whatever the hell is going on is not a documented problem. You know, it tells me that whatever is going on is not a documented problem. It's something that's custom. It has something to do with the activity manager. It seems it's got something to do with connectivity. So I did all that I could do to try and remedy the problem. It's still going on. Really fake software. Like I said, I use probably over half of the apps on this phone are fake. System apps, even. Yeah. So probably over half of the 440 apps on this phone are probably fake. It's a serious issue to have. You know? What the fuck are you supposed to do? Write your own fucking ROM? You know? Write your own fucking custom ROM? Is that what you're supposed to do? It's ridiculous. I mean, I've done all that to try to remedy the problem. And granted, you know, it's amazing I can still charge it. As you can see, I can charge it here, but if I go to the station, it's going to slow down. Still, I mean, you gotta take this into consideration as well that anything else from anybody else gonna do worse. Especially Chinese phones. Believe me, this guy knows China inside and out. And you would have been stuck with fake firmware without any updates. It would have been worse with a Chinese phone. That's why they advertise that. That's why they advertise charging speed at 140 fucking watts. You understand? You're gonna get one of those 140 watt phones. It's gonna charge at 15 watts. Yeah? You're gonna be stuck on old firmware without updates. Yeah? And they're probably going to nuke the fucking USB port. Just like they did on the A50, yeah? Understand? That's the situation with these Chinese phones. They advertise fast charging for 400 panels, yeah? 100 watts, 120, 140. But you're going to be stuck with old firmware without updates, very likely. And they're going to nuke that USB port because they know those phones inside and out. They're the ones that make them. Understand? They're the ones that produce those Chinese phones that charge at 120 watts. They know them inside and out. Just like they know Samsung, right? Samsung has software updates. They have, you can load up different CDs, CSC files, and stay ahead of the game. Yeah, just because you can change the firmware out. understand? And you got a whole lot of different options. Different options for CPs. And you can use CPs from Android 11 or Android 12. You can use CPs from anything. Yeah, if this would have been an Android 10 phone, you could have used Android 10 CPs. Understand? That's the difference. You get a software update every month. You can even download the update and use ADB sideload like I do. Yeah. It's not much that what more do you want? Understand? I mean, sure, it's fake firmware, but you can still change some stuff around. You can stay ahead of the curve, yeah? Stay ahead of the curve. So, despite what they say, the people that make those Chinese phones that charge really fast is them. That's who's doing that. They want you to buy one. If you are lucky enough to buy a shitty one, you're going to be stuck with the same firmware. They got advertising in the firmware sometimes because it's a very cheap phone. You got to put some adverts in there. This one started to do it too on Samsung. They got options to send diagnosis, remote support. They're going to remote it to your phone to help you out. It's not necessary. Any CSC, any customer service representative, can give anybody my script that I, conveniently posted online. If you're a good, honest customer service representative and you got somebody calling in with a problem, what you're going to do is give them my text file and, wish them luck. Because if that text file doesn't do it, nothing will. Understand? Or if you're a customer service, representative and someone calls you with this problem or something similar, what you need to do is give them my text file. And if my text file doesn't work to fix their problems, nothing will. Understand? It's that simple. That's the reason why they advertise fast charging on Chinese phones. Understand? It's them. They control the firmware on Chinese phones just as much as they do on Apple. And Apple is exclusively made in China. That's why they want you to get a Chinese phone. They know those phones inside and out. They control the software, the firmware. They control every aspect of those phones. That's why they want you to buy one. Ooh, 140 watts. Guess what? You're charging at 18 watts because we got your back. Understand? It's that simple. I know you got 140 watts Chinese magic, yin yang magic of 140 watts, but because we got your back, you're going to charge at 18 watts instead. Yeah. And we got you for buying a Chinese phone. There's no difference, guys. Like I said, you're going to be stuck on 18 watts on a Chinese phone just like you'll be stuck on 18 watts with a Samsung phone. Makes no difference. Except with the Chinese phone, it's going to be worse. Now with the Chinese stuff, it's going to be way worse. Because they're the ones that make them, guys. No one else is making those phones. I mean, like I said, I'm not even sure. When you buy a laptop, when you buy a phone, what your concern is how does flashing the BIOS work? How does that work? Does it do it from the desktop environment? Because if it does, it's not good. Or does it flash the BIOS from the BIOS itself? That's okay. That works. So that's what works. That's what works. You want the laptop that flashes the BIOS from the BIOS environment. You don't want the laptop, the old laptops did this. They flash from the desktop. You don't want that. When you buy a phone, you got to worry about the same thing. How do you flash the phone? How many files is it? Is it one fucking big file? Is it separate files? Is it like on Samsung where you have different files for different fucking things? See, that's the first thing that you got to worry about when you buy one of these fucking things, yeah? When you buy a laptop, does it flash from the BIOS? Yes or no? If it does, it's good. When you buy a phone, how do you flash it? How does the flashing process work? They don't tell you this, by the way. You got to find out after you buy it. Understand? That's the issue. That's the issue with these phones. You find out how the flashing process works after you buy it, yeah? But these are the things you need to know before you buy something, especially if you don't have any money. Now, is it multiple files? Is it just one file? What do you need to do? What do you need? What kind of software? Is it, can you sideload? Can you use an SD card? These are the questions that are crucial to know the answer to. Yeah, these are crucial answers to have before you purchase a phone. Can you ADB sideload? Can you use an SD card update? Can you fucking use, what software do you need to flash it? You understand? Is it multiple files? That's what you need to know before you buy the phone. Do they tell you this? Absolutely not. They don't tell you any details about how you flash their phones. Yeah? They tell you nothing. Yeah, Odin on Samsung is leaked software from Samsung. Odin is leaked software, guys. You understand? Odin itself from Samsung is actually leaked software that made it to the internet. These are the things that you need to know before you buy these kinds of fucking devices, especially if you spend £1,000 fucking pounds. You might want to know how to flash the fucking device. Yeah, what kind of files is it? What kind of software? Is it ADB sideload? Is it SD card sideload? What is it? Yeah, they don't tell you this, and you spend £1,000. They're supposed to tell you this. It's 1,000 fucking pounds. Some of the phones are 2,000 fucking pounds. If you buy one of those fucking flip phones, yeah, it's 1,500 fucking 1,700 pounds for a phone, and they don't tell you anything about how to flash the phone. Why not? Why not? It's a lot of money, guy. You better tell me something. These are the things that you want to know when you buy these devices. How does the BIOS flash? How many files is it in the BIOS, the flashing? Is it multiple files? Is it just one file? Same thing with the phone. See, the BIOS itself has, the BIOS has 4 files that it flashes. Just like the phone. The phone has 4 files as well. know, these are the questions that you need to have. These are the questions that you need to ask before you purchase something like this. Because this is what they're doing. They're fucking people with these phones. They're fucking people over with these phones. They're fucking iPads and their laptops. This is what they're doing. This is what they started doing. Because the Muzzies did 9/11. You know, we gotta make fake devices for you now. They're fucking people with these phones. That's what they're doing. I'm not even sure what the flashing process is on that one. I saw this guy. Jeffries, YouTuber. He repairs them sometimes. It's not some kind of flashing process. You gotta use fucking iTunes. Why the fuck is a fucking music app? Why the fuck does that have anything to do with flashing on iPhone? Well, what is iTunes? It's supposed to be a music app. I'm not even sure what the process is. Whatever the hell it is, it's fucking stupid. Whatever it is, I'll guarantee you there's something stupid about it. Something very, very stupid about it. iTunes. It's a music app. It's a music app. Why do you use iTunes to flash your iPhone? Don't know. You're supposed to be able to purchase music and shit on it or something. I'm not sure. I'm a little light on the details. Whatever the hell it is, I guarantee you it's fucking stupid.
I'm very hungry. I'm trying to get one more pint. To be honest, I'm trying to get one through the regular.
Yeah, the point of the screen is not showing up. It's like it's supposed to. I gotta go wash my face. I gotta process the video right now. It's gonna be this one. So.